Hello again, YouTubers and people of the internet. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who haven't liked or subscribed my channel, if you like the content, please hit the like button or the subscribe button. That will be very much appreciated. Alright, for today's video, I would like to continue a little bit more about hangar strategy and introduce you to my Titan, Arthur. Alright, so this is my hangar. Alright, let's have a look at my Arthur here. Right, so as you can see, Arthur here is still at a low level, level 27. Currently, all is at 9 out of 50, yeah. I didn't focus much on the Titan itself, but more on the weapons. So this is what I wanted to show you. As you can see, my Tsar is now at max level. I can't upgrade it anymore. So this actually helps me a lot in battles. Also, if you notice that my Cyclone here is at level 19. Right, and this is very important because this weapon has a range of 600 meters. So yeah, that helps Arthur a lot, right? And the last weapon, or the other beta weapon, is the Retaliator, and the Retaliator is very low level, level 8. Work in progress on these parts, but the Tsar and the Cyclone is what's more important. And for the modules, I have I've split them into two. So basically, there's 2 for defense and 2 for attack. And as you can see, my defense has a Titan armor kit and a plated armor kit. And as for the attack modules, I have antimatter reactor and singular reactor. Yeah, that's not very level, but still work in progress. Alright, so enough for the Arthur. So going back to hangar strategy, or the second part of the hangar strategy. So as we are aware, War Robots game modes consists of beacon rush, domination, free for all, team deathmatch, and arena. Alright. So from the day I started playing War Robots until today, I only played 2 modes, which is beacon rush and domination. I played the rest, free for all, arena, and team deathmatch. I didn't quite like it, and especially in quick match, you will always get matched into team deathmatch. So I tend to choose either beacon rush or domination. Okay, so at first I didn't realize what that meant, alright, or how that would translate to my hangar setup. So after months of trying, testing, buying and selling bots and weapons, I have finally found my ideal setup, which is what you see here. So I discovered that my hangar setup should cater for both modes, beacon rush and domination. So just recently did I obtain all these pilots. As you can see, all of the pilots are legendary pilots. So this is very, very recent, and wasn't easy because I had few other pilots before this, so I upgraded them, and when I got these pilots, these legendary pilots, I sold all the old pilots. So yeah, it's not an easy journey, but I managed to get all of them. So what's left for my setup now is this bot, which is the Phantom. I need to get a rime on the light slots, but the problem is the rime that I have now is not so strong, or the level is not so high, so I'm using the Storm and the Gust. Okay, so as you can see, this setup is more for beacon rush mode, but it can also be played in domination mode too. Okay, so here's why. So as you can see, all 5 bots are fast bots. They're not really meant to hold beacons long, but instead they are supposed to rush for the first 2, and where possible, the third beacon, which is the most hotly contested one. So an argument can be made as to deploying weaker or lower health bots first. But the thing is, for Champions League, I don't find this strategy very helpful, or this statement is a bit inaccurate, because Number one, weaker bots would mean I won't be able to deploy Titan or charge it, as soon as I want it, or I can't charge it sufficiently if I have weaker bots. So it's best to have this Titan fully charged already by the time my first bot dies. So whether you deploy Titan as your second or third choice is optional. However, important to have it ready as early as possible in the game, especially because Beacon Rush has a time limit. Well, not really a time limit, but the time is limited. And it can finish early. That's what I mean. It can finish off early if all 5 beacons are captured. And if you're wondering why, then refer to the honor points and you will see. Well, among of the criteria you can see on the honor points list. Damage and honor points are the first criteria, right? So damage and honor points. Always remember that damage and honor points are the first criteria to winning battle and also ranking in your squad. So Titans obviously have higher damage, and the rest of the honor points. Let's see if I can pull it out here. Honor points. Where is that? Where did I can't remember. Is it here? No, never mind. It's easier after a battle, right? Anyway. Okay, back to Titan. So honor points. So deploying a Titan, healing a Titan, dealing damage to a Titan, and also slaying an enemy Titan. Right. So when possible, try to. What I mean is that I need to charge it as soon as possible. Before the second bot dies, the Titan should be ready. If I deploy it or not, it's case to case basis. And the second point is, when possible, always move with a mini squad. If the first 2 beacons are quickly capped by your teammates, then you can be sure that when you reach the third beacon, you have a mini squad with you. So this is vital, going to the third beacon, because going alone is very, very dangerous. You're gonna die, confirm. So while you have these abilities like Ravana have the Transcend or the Phase Shift module, those may avoid damage from opponents and allow your teammates to attack. But note that too much moving around or too little could block your teammates' line of fire and making your opponent miss the damage. So you want to be careful with that. The third point is tricky depending on the map, as you need the bot's ability to be fully charged when arriving at the third beacon, or else you're going to be a sitting duck, and worse, you won't charge at the Titan at all, right? So, and the fourth point I have here, or the fourth point here is why we have a weak bot in the first place. I mean, people argue that you should deploy your weaker bots or lower health bots in the first place, in the first 2 bots, but to me, in the Champions League, there's no such thing as a weaker bot, because you always fight with very powerful players, so it's not really a good statement, I'd say, yeah? So if you find that your bots are weak or the weapons are not good enough, upgrade it or change it. And like what I have done is upgrade the Storm to Mark II. Yeah, that's an example. And just to let you know, I have a Loki in my inventory, and this is for the sole purpose of capping beacons. I realized that by doing that discreetly, I can actually get more beacons, right? But the problem is that now the opponents are always aware of Loki's, and I get chased many, many times, right? Even if they don't kill me, they will just chase me and not let me get the beacon. So for a while it was worth it, but then again, 0 damage, from Loki made me realize that the other 4 bots, plus the Titan is 5, they have no way to compensate for the 0 damage, yeah. So I get extra points for the beacon cap, but not all the time. Okay. So that's a bit about the hangar strategy. So what I'm going to explain to you a little bit more is the objective of my bot. So like the tier, for example. This bot actually serves mainly as the purpose of honor points collection, which are healing self, teammates, and titans. Blitz also has a healing skill, if you can see right here. Yeah. Oh, actually, no, I don't have. Oh, yeah, I have. Mechanic, right? Yeah. So Blitz also can repair itself, so that will add on to the honor points. And usually I would deploy a Titan after the Ravana and the Phantom. Sometimes the tier has to go third, but not all the time. Okay, and as you can see, the tier has the quantum radar. So Ao Jun has the pilot Yang Li, so he also has, or this bot also has a quantum radar. So I got two bots with quantum radar in case I find a Loki, or I find an Ao Jun that is, killing all my teammates. All right, and Titan fighter, right? Three bots here can fight Titans: the Ravana, the Ao Jun, and the Tier. Okay, these three bots are good for fighting Titans, but usually it's always a Tier and the Ao Jun, because Ravana is always the first. Medic bot, right? Medic. So Tier is the medic bot. I need him to heal all my teammates and Titans. And yeah, 500-meter range robot. So as you can see, the tier has a cryo and rime, and the cryo only has a distance of 300 meters. So with the rime, so just confirm that again, 300 meters, right? So tier does not have a lot of range. The Viper has, so that's on the Ao Jun. Viper has 500-meter range, and only those two bots with a 500-meter range. The Phantom and the Ravana and the Blitz, they are really meant for brawling, close combat. Right, so they are the beacon cappers anyway, right? The Ravana, Phantom, and the Blitz. So before I finish up on this video and get on to some gameplay, the key rules that I apply is that don't burn bots. Every bot must inflict damage and or capture beacons. Basically charge the Titan energy. Don't be reckless in what I'm trying to say there. So don't be reckless. Every move is a calculated move. And to avoid that from happening, this is point number 2. If confronted with an opponent more powerful, then it's best to squad up with your teammates, right? So, and also if opposing team already deployed a Titan, it's best to avoid it. Unless your teammates are taking down a Titan, then you should definitely join the brawl, right? And the last point here is Ao Jun and or Tier should be deployed after Titan, because both bots are capable of destroying remaining bots and are also useful in capturing beacons. And if I deploy the Titan early, which is the third bot, then I'll have to deploy the Tier after the Titan so that I can heal my teammates. Or yeah, they have the Titan, right? So healing Titan very important. Alright, so that's about it for hangar intro part 2 and my Titan. And now it's time for some gameplay. Right, let's put on some boosters. Some damage there. Did this one and this one. Alright, let's go. Oh, looks like we are on map Canyon. So usually for this map, it's very open. So I tend to take cover around these pillars. Alright, have a look at the enemies. Okay, beacons are too far for me, so this guy got this beacon already. See if I can hit that guy. this is a dangerous spot to be. Okay, told you. Using my ability. Now you okay. No, don't go there, see? This is what I mean by being reckless. But I have no cover standing here, so I need to go already. Ow. Teammates are busy. I am busy. Okay. Looks like I'm gonna die. Yep. Didn't charge title. Let's see, let's take the blitz. Okay. Sniper. Boo. Oh, okay. You got that beacon. Yeah. Oh man, run away. You got that beacon. Ow. Yeah. Got that Luki. No. Can I climb? Oh, no more ability. Berserker, gonna die. Come on. Yeah, Titan is ready. Boom, volatile. Think I need to move closer, but not too close, right? Then you get exposed and people are gonna kill you. Yeah, that beacon. Nobody's getting that beacon. What are my teammates doing? Oh, Titan is here. Looks like another Arthur. This beacon is dangerous. You know why? But there's so many people. Each cut here. I'm damaging that Titan a little bit. Somebody's killing me too. Ow, dying, ow! Missed it. That didn't go too well. I think I should have deployed the Titan later, right? Missed it. Alright, we're gonna go for that beacon. See if anybody noticed that. Right, boost. Yeah, Phantom Menace. Menacing Phantom. Shooting. Come on, blue. Alright, go, run. That the missile guy. There is a missile guy, I can go and kill him. Yes. Wasted. Teammates are scattered. No, Bobby. Freaking leech. Yeah, that's what I mean. We got 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, and I'm gonna lose it. Stupid teammates. See that beacon? Do I have to cap it again? Oh man. These people don't understand beacons, right? Yeah, this is what I hated. Big maps and chasing a beacon with a tier or a slow bot. Okay, we got the third beacon. Okay, good teammates, good. This one. Where is my teammate? Why am I alone? What a useless, man. Really, what a useless. What a useless. Okay, come on. Don't lose another beacon. See what the idiot's doing. This is the guy I wanted to kill. You see this dude, pilot, what's his name? Can't read it. Chimil. Oh, sorry, this guy is running Chimera. This is a chicken shit weapon. No balls. Yeah, that's what we mean. Boo. Alright, thanks guys. So see you in the next video. Hope you like that. Don't forget to click like or subscribe. And thank you.